It's over a week now since Nigel Farage's Reform UK won a landslide in the local elections, as well as mayoral election victories and a by-election victory. And that's provoked people to think about the horror of a Reform UK government with Nigel Farage as Prime Minister. It's not a done deal. It's a possibility. Britain's system is not a presidential system, which would favour a charismatic politician like Farage. But the effect of Farage and Reform is there. The two main parties, Labour and Conservative, will almost certainly fall into the trap that Macron did in France with the far-right National Front, to be more xenophobic, more Islamophobic, more anti-migrant, more anti-asylum seeker, blaming them for the problems. And so it's no wonder that Muslims revert to a language that sees Farage and Reform UK as a threat, very much like we have done in the past, where we've seen a BNP councillor being voted in and people saying, oh my God, we're going to have a BNP government soon. And then everyone running to hide behind the skirts of the Labour Party or Liberal Democrats, or sometimes even the Conservative Party, who frankly haven't really been any great friends of the Muslim community, whether in the UK or around the world. Why is it that people in Britain have stopped voting for Labour and Conservative and are starting to vote more for parties like Reform UK, or for parties like the Greens, or for independents? And the answer is disillusionment. A disillusionment with the political class and the political system, because people look around them and they see so many problems which are not being fixed by the politicians. And yeah, many of them, particularly those who've voted Reform UK, have bought into the narrative that those problems are created by mass migration or by Muslims. But in truth, that's not the case. The problems of society, whether it's the breakdown of family life, whether it's the lack of cohesion in community, whether it's the economic problems in the society, whether it's the gender wars that we see, this is not about one party or even two parties. It's not even about a political class. It's a much more systemic problem in the West as a whole, and in fact the world as a whole, but the West is leading the ideas and the systems that lead to these problems. And so if we think opportunity rather than threat, it should make us think that there are a whole number of people out there who see there is a problem, and you and I can help them identify what that problem is and help people to think differently, that there is a different way of how people can think and live in a society. And that would be an enormously valuable thing if we as Muslims thought about that, because we can help people come to a different way of thinking. And it also takes us out of this 5-yearly electoral cycle, because when you think very much of defensive strategies or strategies which are just literally about a 5-year cycle, you forget the fact that what people want and what people need are different ideas, different values, a different way of living. And that doesn't come through a ballot box. It comes through ideas. It comes through an alternative. And I hope we will see more Muslims thinking in a way that offers people an alternative to the same old cycle of thinking about things framed in a purely electoral context, which is not going to take us and the people here who are troubled by so many things any further. So let's change the debate, and let's change the way of thinking to opportunity to share ideas and set a vision, than to just be fearful and hide behind politicians and political parties that actually didn't help in the first place.